Hi viewers, I am Dr. Madhu, working as an associate professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering at SNS College of Technology, Coimbatore. In this video, we are going to see the case study on energy auditing of a college campus. The energy auditing, which is a very important one for all the places. It may be the shopping mall, or it may be the theater, or the industries, college campus, even it may be the house. So the auditing, which is the very important one for utilizing our available energy in an efficient way, and it's also develops to for the economic purpose. And in this video, we are seeing it's a lot of things related with the energy auditing. And before that, we should see the energy and its need, because the energy consumption of the country, which is increasing day by day, and which is also directly related with the economy of the country, and the energy demand, which is also increasing very fast with the development of the society. The prices and the demand of energy is increasing with time. So to control the price and demand, a more effective and sustainable energy systems, which is very essential one. And the energy auditing, which is the important, because in each and every organization, some of the team which is there for auditing the energy. It is a process for energy inspection and building survey and analysis of energy flow for the energy. And it gives the idea for conservation of energy in a building or the industries. Not only the industries, it may be any other that is organizations. And it helps to reduce the amount of energy into the building without affecting the output of the building. And it is a process of testing and analysis energy uses that the industries and the organizations. And in this energy auditing, we have the 4 steps. In the first step, we have to identify the area where the energy is wasted, and we have to reduce the energy, because when we work in an organization or in an industries, or it may be our house, some of the appliances which will consume more power, because sometimes the fan or the lights may be without any purpose it is functioning. So we have to identify that, and then the second step, we have to implement the energy efficient appliances. We have to replace that conventionally into the most efficient appliances by putting by converting that. And this third steps, we have to record the investment. Not only in the second step we implemented, and in the third step we have to invest the remodeling and rebuilding. And in the fourth step, we have to carry the large scale energy reducing measures. So these are the 4 steps which is involving in the energy auditing. And in the college campus surveying, in this we are going to survey the college campus, that is energy auditing. In this survey, it is not the survey, it's also the knowledge. It is also collecting the knowledge about the college campus area, their building structure and their equipments used, and how much energy consumed. So in this way, we have to analyze this building architectural and air conditioning system, and the electrical lighting systems, electrical bills, and the operation logs. So and the air conditioning manuals and the system data, we have to take these role for our survey purpose. And the energy consumptions, the electrical devices which are connected in college campus are not energy savings devices, definitely, because it will consume more amount of energy, and this device can be changed by electrical efficient appliances. So by the way, by replacing the energy efficient appliances, we can control this energy consumptions. For example, in our college campus, we are taking the fans, which may be 200 fans are functioning at a time, and almost 150 tube lights are functioning, and the computers, 200 computers. So if the fans is consuming 70 watts, means totally 14,000, and the tube lights, which is 40 watts, means 6,000 total. Then the computer, which is also taking 70, means totally 7,000. So almost 27,000 of electrical, that's the 27,000 watt, 2.7 kilowatt of energy is consuming. For in our case, we are considering only the tube light for the energy auditing. So suppose we are using 150 tubes for each tubes conventional tubes, which is tube lights, which is consuming 40 watts, means suppose if we replace that 40 watts into 20 watt LED tube light, so the totally per tube light we consumes 20 watts, means totally the power savings 20 watts of our 150 tube lights, that is 30 watts, that is the 3 kilowatt. Then average use of the tube light per year means 27 days 8 hours, so totally 2160 kilowatt kilowatt hour, that's unit. So energy saved per year, that is 3 into 2160 kilowatt hour, so totally 6400 units of power we can save it. Then next the per year 61,500 560 rupees, almost we are taking 9.5 rupees per unit cost we are paying to the government. So LED cost, which is so if we replace by these things by the LED light, means per LED light we pay rupees 210 rupees for the single purchase. So if we replace 150 tube light into the LED tube light, means 150 into 210, almost 31,500. So it is a payback time. So 31,500 divided by 61,560 means 0.511. So almost in of the year we can get the payback. So in the way we can replace, we can conduct the energy auditing by replacing some of the things in our organization, that is the tube light and the CFL pellets can be replaced by LED, normal fans and flood can be replaced by 5-star fans, footlight outdoor lights can be replaced by LED lights, and also normal PC can be replaced by 7th generation PC. So in this way, by conducting the energy auditing in our campus, we can utilize our energy in an efficient way, in a